Full support for Class B, C and D airspaces, flight followings, radar services, traffic advisories, traffic patterns, ATIS, VFR transition routes and flight plans with full USA coverage 24/7. This is Sayintentions.ai. This kind of thing is right up my street. The single biggest reason for that, by far, is that I'm a wannabe VAT simmer with a knowledge and a confidence problem, and there have to be so many more people just like me, afraid to get online with VAT sim or Pilot Edge due to let's say the anxiety involved when talking to ATC. This is where Sayintentions.ai comes in. It takes a lot of the fear and the anxiety out of that process. Okay, we have loaded into the sim, into Truckee Airport, and we will just start the plane. Get the avionics up and running. Now, I know you can use pop-out panel manager for this, but I just always seem to have issues with it. If anybody has any trouble with pop-out panel manager, please leave something in the comments. Maybe we can have a quick discussion about it. So I've got a little sheet of just things to remember, some guidelines for me, because look, I don't know what I'm doing, and that's probably one of the cool things about this piece of software, is I am a complete beginner at this sort of thing. Here we go. It's one thing clicking a few buttons with ATC up in the corner. Immediately I'm starting to realise it's a completely different scenario when you actually have to speak. Let's do a radio check. So, Truckee ground, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, radio check.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, Oakland Center, I hear you.
It's working, it's working. Okay, that's radio check. We need to check the ATIS, which is a 118. Just plug that in.
Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery on 118.3. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Truckee information Tango. 2020 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered clouds at tree 100 feet, overcast clouds at tree 800 feet. Temperature tree. Dew point 0. Altimeter 2984. Visual
That's
approaches
important.
in use. Advise on course, heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery on 118.3. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
Okay, so 118.3, we'll just plug that in for tower. We set the altimeter. Oh, actually, we need to be on ground. We need to be on ground, and ground is 118.3. Jesus,
Hold short of taxiway Delta.
I'm getting confused already.
Holding short of Delta King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Truckee ground, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, requesting taxi. It's starting to rain, awesome.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, taxi to runway 2 via Quebec Gulf, contact tower on 120.575 when ready for departure.
This is so cool.
Skyhawk 78 Alpha Echo at ramp 6.
I can hear other people on the radio as well, this is insane.
We have information.
Okay. Taxi to runway 2.
Skyhawk 8 Alpha Echo, Truckee ground, give me 1 second for that clearance.
Okay, so it's down there on the right.
Alpha Echo Cessna, cleared to Reno truck scales, then on course.
Quebec Golf.
Maintain VFR at or below 7,000.
So we're going to go out,
Departure
turn right,
frequency 127.95,
right again.
Squawk Tree 571. Expect runway 2 for departure. Skyhawk 8 Alpha Echo Cessna, cleared to Reno truck scales, then on course. Maintain VFR at or below 7,500. Departure frequency 127.95, Squawk Tree 571.
Tower
Expect runway 2 for
125.75.
departure.
So
Learjet
we're
tree,
just going to tune in
Lima
tower.
Juliet taxi to holding point Charlie via taxiway Bravo.
Taxiing to holding point Charlie via Bravo, Learjet tree Lima Juliet.
It's so cool hearing other people on the on the radios. Right, I've tuned into tower. We can taxi. I'll just pull that in a little bit. It's one of the things I love about Navigraph. It makes it just that little bit easier to find your way around. Okay, so we're going to come down here. I'm going to turn right down Golf. Nothing coming. Alright, that says I think we're en route. It's... I can't explain how cool it is to hear other people on the radio. The only thing is they sound way more experienced than I do. But that's what's great about this whole situation here. It's perfect for people like me that will want to get into this, but just, you know, really in at that learning stage. Okay.
Cirrus Tree Alpha Zulu, you are leaving my airspace. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Truckee Tower, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, holding short, runway 2. And if you wonder why I'm looking left quite a lot, I have the little panel sitting above so I can see everything. I mean, eventually I'd like just to get rid of that, but oh, here we go.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey Truckee Tower, runway 2, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Truckee Tower, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, holding short, VFR departure, straight out, ready for departure. Had that one written down.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, runway 2, cleared for takeoff. Fly straight out to the quarry, then direct the truck scales, then on course.
Sierra Whiskey, cleared for takeoff. Actually, I think I might be... I think I'm supposed to actually read back that whole thing. But anyway. There we go. All part of the learning. Take off flaps. Full power. Rotate. Jesus, bloody cars on the runway. Oh, a little bit of a crosswind. Positive the 8 has said winds were calm. Anyway. So we were told to fly straight out to the quarry and then direct to truck scales. Where is the... Oh yeah, I can see it on the map. Alright, let's just engage autopilot. And we will go heading over to truck scales. So I might actually cut this a little bit shorter than that. And the reason being is I think I've got a maximum recording limit on my, in fact both of my cameras, like 30 minutes. So this video is either going to cut short or I've managed to cut the flight a little bit short. I can see right now we're 13 minutes into it, so we'll see. Okay, this is supposed to be a VFR flight. We're in the clouds. I'm going to use FlowPro just to change this. Let's just put some clear weather in. Alright, I don't actually know what happened there. Maybe I overpowered the... Yeah, I'm reckoning I overpowered the autopilot. Pretty sure that's what happened there. Man, this is a really nice place to fly. The visuals in Microsoft Flight Simulator never fail to amaze me.
Skylane 422 Alpha Mike, cleared for takeoff runway tree, fly straight out.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree, flying straight out, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
It's really quite incredible. I have been flying a little bit of X-Plane recently, and I love the flight model in X-Plane, and I still will always fly X-Plane, but it's such a treat coming back into Microsoft Flight Simulator just visually. Just for time.
Skylane 422 Alpha Mike, traffic at your 2 o'clock 1 mile Cessna Skyhawk on final.
I am going to cut this a little
Skyhawk 1 Sierra
bit
Whiskey, you are
short.
leaving my airspace. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR means... Yeah, 1200. I think that's a standard when you go to Squawk VFR. However, we could ask for flight following. Let's just see. Truckee Tower, Skyhawk Sierra Whiskey, requesting flight following. Let's see what happens here. I'm just going to bring this around.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey.
That was a bit short-lived. Let's try that again. Truckee Tower, Skyhawk, Sierra Whiskey, requesting flight following. You can see here on the, maybe you can't see it, but on the left panel, it shows immediately.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, flight following is on request. Squawk 1021, then ident.
Truckee Tower, Skyhawk Sierra Whiskey, squawking 1021. Okay. Code 1021. Alright, so now we're under flight following. Bring this plane around. This is a... That's just... I mean, how do you explain it? This brings a completely different level to this. Can you imagine where flight simulation is going to be in like 3, 4, 5 years? It just blows my mind. Right, we're going to lose a little bit of altitude. I am going to take it off of autopilot. I'm going to do a bit of manual. Truckee Tower, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, requesting full stop landing. Shit, I think I'm actually supposed to tell them where I am. Right, okay. Anyway, let's just see what happens.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, 61 Sierra Whiskey, fly direct to the truck scales, then enter right base for runway 20. Report turning base.
Alright, we skipped the truck scales.
Skyhawk
Right base.
9001 Bravo, extend upwind. I'll call your crosswind.
Okay, right base for runway 20. Runway 20. And again, I just forgot to read that back. So it's letting me away with quite a lot, which is probably a good thing.
Skyhawk 9001 Bravo, enter right base runway 22.
Right base runway 22, Skyhawk 9001 Bravo.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, winds calm. Runway 20 cleared to land.
Oh man, I've actually completely screwed this up. Yeah, we're going to do a crazy maneuver here. Truckee Tower, Skyhawk, Sierra Whiskey, cleared to land. See if we get this plane down. You would never normally do this, but I'm running out of time. I gotta get the plane down. At least I've got a decent length runway here.
500.
500 feet. It's like an emergency landing. Okay, we're going to bleed off speed pretty quickly now because we are on full flaps.
Tower, then on course. Skyhawk 8 Alpha Echo Truckee Tower, then on course.
Okay, we need to
1 Sierra Whiskey, contact Truckee ground on 118.3.
Skyhawk Sierra Whiskey, Truckee ground 118.3. Actually, I'm not see, again, I'm not even sure I should have read that back. There's a lot of learning here to do, clearly. Oh. Truckee ground is 118.3. Truckee ground, Skyhawk 61 Sierra Whiskey, requesting taxi to gate.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, Truckee ground taxi to runway 2 via Quebec Golf.
Taxi to runway 2 via Quebec Golf. Okay, so we're going to taxi. We're just going to hold short of runway 2 because we've got to cross the runway. That's what I think is happening here. Truckee ground, Skyhawk Sierra Whiskey, holding short runway 2. I think I've done that wrong. That sounds wrong to me.
Skyhawk 1 Sierra Whiskey, taxi to parking via Gulf Quebec. Good day.
Taxi to Gulf Quebec. Oh, yeah, I'm just coming through. Screw you. We are coming in here. That's essentially it. Super impressive. Super impressive. Clearly I've got so much to learn. The difference between clicking boxes through, or pre-populated boxes through ATC, night and day. There's a lot more has to go on in here to get this down. And I'm looking forward to what I'm going to learn over the next couple of months.